Hello everybody. We are live. I'm just gonna lose visuals for a second, but bear with me. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Pop that there, and then click on that, and we should all be good. Right, we are in Baku today. Equal cars. I got a feeling it's gonna be pretty mental, not gonna lie. I have a feeling it's gonna be nuts, but we're gonna do what we can and hope for the best, really.
Back at the factory, you've put in a lot of hours getting the car ready for you this weekend, so let's repay them with a really strong performance.
Where's my setup? Oh, there it is. Right at the bottom. Ooh, wait a minute. Getting on the buttons mixed up.
Quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there, get a few laps in.
Let's take the fuel out. Now we'll go out.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Right, hoping for a good race, but we will see. I definitely don't think we're going to have the absolute mentality that we had at Saudi of a race, because I'm not that confident here compared to Saudi. Saudi was a very, very strong track for me. So I don't expect anywhere near the same amount of amazing racing that I had at Saudi to be happening here, to be honest with you. But I could surprise myself, and I could surprise all of you as well. You never know. But our main goal for today is to finish. Because the last track we did that was like this was Monaco, and we didn't finish. Because weirdly enough, I think Saudi's a lot wider than here and Monaco. I mean, everything's wider than Monaco, but still, I know the castle section's going to be tough, and obviously racing wheel to wheel through here doesn't exactly give you a lot of room. So we will just be doing the best we can realistically. And I'll back right off here and try and make sure that Williams has got more than enough room ahead. And then we're going to hit hot lap and go. Try and get our first flying lap of anger in. So we just take a short trip down the motorway here for the back straight. It is honestly one of the most boring things ever about this track. Alright. That was poor. Ooh, so was that. Far too early on the brakes and heavy on the brakes. See, I struggle here because I don't have a lot of confidence at this track for some reason. So I'm always braking too heavy, braking too early, just generally ruining it all, to be honest. There's our teammate setting the early benchmark. Oh yeah. Alright, first time through the castle section, success. We just have to do that God knows how many more times and we'll be golden. What could be so bad about that? Thank you everyone that's joining. Hello Colour with Kaylee, how are you? Ooh, almost touched that inside wall then, that could have been bad. Alright, our first flyer, I know it was poor, but we are hitting, oh wow, a terrible lap time. I'll have a cool down lap for our ERS. And if we've got enough fuel, go again, but I don't think we actually do. Thank you everyone that's joining and watching along. If any of you play F1 or whatever, got any hints and tips, feel free to drop them in the chat. Trust me, I need them. Thank you very much for the heart me, the popular vote, and oh, you're awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
That Merc's not catching us that quickly, so we'll have enough space to go again. Alright, foot to the floor, let's go. Down the motorway again. Hello to everyone that's joining in. Thank you very much. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, very, very much appreciated. Thank you all very much. Ooh. That was a little bit touch and go. That's very close to the wall then. Feel like somebody lost a little bit of front wing there. Hey everyone that's joining in. Kelly Laurie, thank you very much for the 3 roses. Tracks like this are just not designed for trying to look away and read chat as well. Tell you what, it takes so much mental fortitude to look at a different screen but make sure you don't hit a wall. Thank you for the hearts and that everybody, thank you very much. Alright, now we've just got to bean it down the motorway to the line. Max out at 209, 210, and jumps up to P6 for now. Whew. But oh, 2 minutes letting us through, even though we're out of fuel. What a good teammate. Saw us coming even though we're completely out of fuel and still wanted to let us past. Ooh. I know, Warman jumped out of the way. Everyone's just jumping out of the way for us even though we don't need them to. Ooh, a little bit of Jim Carner in at the top of the hill there. That's not what you want to do. Tell you that for nothing. That is not the fastest way around this track. Neither was the fear of smacking it into the wall then. For some reason the car didn't feel like it was going to slow down. Thank you for all the hearts and that, everybody. Thanks so much. Already over 1,000 and I barely started.
Lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Right, yeah. We could have backed off a little bit and tried to give our teammate a bit of a tow, but don't want to help out too much, do we? Right. So I'm just quickly checking chat.
Okay, our best lap so far, 1 minute 40.1.
God. 7th. Ouch. 1.5 off the pace. Christ alive. I mean, 4 thousandths between. Pardon me, sorry about that.
We're currently 10th in the speed trap, 195.9 miles per hour.
6 thousandths covers 6th, 7th, and 8th. That is pretty ridiculously close, to be fair, for a midfield pace battle. Christ alive. Ooh, her woman just comes in. Look at their pace, honestly. It is scary, their pace. Right, but we know that amount of fuel gives us 2 good laps. Do I go out now? 140, 280. I think I can wait a little bit longer to try and be one of the last cars across the lap. Oh my god, one of the last cars across the line. Jesus Christ, I couldn't get my words out of my mouth. Or do I put a tad bit of extra fuel and do 3 runs and just get myself out on track? Oh, I don't know.
Okay, you've got 5 minutes left in this session.
Tad more fuel in, and we'll just go out now. Yeah, tad more fuel and we'll go out now. Why not?
Car out to the track.
Why not indeed? I got a feeling this midfield battle's going to be pretty tight. First initial runs in 6 thousandths between 3 of us. Put it on lean to make sure I've got enough fuel. Well, actually, by the time I left, I really shouldn't have put more fuel in. I might try and stand there. This should be fine. Ooh. We've got a Sauber coming up behind us. I think we'll move over and let him pass when we can. See, he's trying to do the same thing to us, the cheeky bastard. He wants to tow down the frickin' start-finish line. Not at all what I was trying to get, I'll tell you that much. I know, he is actually backing off. He's not playing the dirty game. I was going to. I was going to try and get a little bit of a long distance tow down the start finish straight. Right, let's go. Lap of anger. Let's try and see if we can jump up, shall we? See what we can do. Ooh. Nice and tight. Woo! Slidey again, but we actually managed to find time, which is good. Means we carried more speed up to the top of the hill. Ooh, good. 3,000 likes, everybody. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Not gonna lie, that noise scared the crap out of me until I looked and saw what it was. We are not going to have enough time for a cooldown lap and then a fly, so we're just going to have to keep going and hope the ERS doesn't run out. Which means we can't blast it down here, unfortunately. But we are just going to go straight again, straight into another run. See what we can do, if there is any more improvement we can find. No, lap's gone.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
No. Can you give my mate some tips because he started using manual gears on F1? In all honesty, the best tip I can give you, which I still use, is if you use manual gears, use manual and suggested, because it then gives you a rough ballpark of what gear the game thinks you should be in. And then it's just a case of multiple laps on the track, and if it says you should be in third, hit the corner in third, see what your in and out speed is. If you don't feel like it's right, drop to second, or if you feel like you can carry more speed, keep it in fourth. And that bit's a lot of trial and error. But I have generally found that having manual and suggested on does help out a lot when you first start, just to give you that rough ballpark of what gear you should be in. If that helps at all, it definitely helped me to start with. Now I'll do 1 or 2 laps looking at it and what it says, and then I will just go out and I almost stop paying attention to it. After sort of qualifying, I know what gears I roughly want to be in, and then you start to get a feel for it. So, but I would definitely. Sorry, I was just reading chat. I would definitely check that. I didn't even fully see right and finished. Does anybody know? It's my first time on manual, I'm so shit. You'll get there, trust me, you'll get there. I thought that. But you will get there, trust me. It will take time. It will take time. But you will get there, Alfie, trust me. I did. I was literally just saying, if you put manual and suggested on, it's a lot more helpful. Because like I was saying before you joined, the suggested gives you a ballpark of what gear you want to be in, and then from there on it is just trial and error of what feels better for you. So like I was saying, if the corner says third but you feel like you're understeering, put it in second and try it, or half before the corner just drop it into second. If you feel like you can go quicker, oh no, I would turn off the beep. I tried it with the beep, it's really actually not that handy. I just always try and shift. The moment I hit the purple is when I normally try and shift. So not quite short shifting, but not extending the gear. I really don't want to start on hard tyres, they feel awful. Fuck, I'm probably going to have no choice. Okay. Yeah, no, I would honestly turn off the beep and just do it by eye. The moment you hit the first sort of square of purple is normally my rough ballpark. Right, turn one. This is going to be tough. Good luck, everybody. Alright, we have navigated turn one cleanly. Oh, we have been rear-ended. I don't quite know what happened there, but I heard the crunch. Ooh. I definitely heard a crunch and obviously saw a salver facing the wrong way, so sugar. Something happened. Whoa.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Oh, of course we take damage on the first stint with frickin' hard tyres. It's not going to be fun whatsoever.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Not a bad start. That wing damage is definitely not going to help us though. But what a surprise, I have wing damage.
Okay, DRS is now available.
That motorway is going to be a nightmare for overtakes. I'll tell you that much.
Watch out for understeering in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
I mean, at least the start was clean. Ooh, Alfie. Alright.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain
Nah,
this
this
level
isn't
of
gonna
damage.
work. Whoa! What was that?
Okay, slow down, slow down.
Come
Your
on,
delta's
thank you.
negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Yeah, Alfie ... I've been more worried about that McLaren too. I don't know what he was playing at. Alright, we're gonna pit in because this wing damage is just hurting us anyway. I slowed down well too early then. Jesus Christ. Could have parked a bus. Sorry, Krimis, first race I'm on it. Nah, it's alright. It was only a little nudge, it's fine. I've had worse.
Okay,
I have had
VSC
worse.
ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, off we go. Back into the race.
Would you
That's a
mind?
fantastic
Oh my god,
stop.
will you
Faster than we were expecting.
shut up, Jeff?
Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Would you mind going into the Tier 1 lounge if you're in it and telling Leon that I'm streaming on TikTok if he wants to watch? Just because obviously I can't right now.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently and let's go for it.
I knew that wing damage was going to be inevitable, but I now kind of have no idea what our race strategy is. Not going to lie.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Alright, I think we'll maybe try... Oh my god,
Right, drop
another
your
virtual.
speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
What's this virtual for? Anybody got any ideas? Oh, might as well save that little bit of fuel I took out.
Okay, this isn't our true position. They haven't yet pitted and they're on a one-stopper. So don't waste time fighting because they should be coming in soon.
NASCAR's got a drive-through. It's not going to be helpful for him.
Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Oscar Piastri. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hey buddy, how you doing?
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Minty Bean got a drive-through behind us. They must have been just over the delta as the VSC ended. Good, and yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Struggling around the streets of Baku at the moment, but I'm not doing too bad. Alright, he's going to have to serve his drive-through. Is he serving at this lap? So that will give us that position. Yeah, alright, he's serving this lap. So let's make sure we get past him if we can. Burn a bit of hot lap. Thank you for everyone joining. Thank you for all the hearts. We're still not going to get past him. We were just too far back. But he will be slow coming out. It's definitely going to close us up. Ooh. I can't sleep because it's my birthday tomorrow. Oh. Happy, what is it? well, happy birthday for tomorrow. I was trying to think of the word for something in the future, but I just couldn't think of it. Full course safety car. No, the bot is out. You hoping to get anything specific for your birthday? Grand Prix tickets? Yeah, anything like that you've put the ball out for? Alright, do we pit under this safety car?
Don't forget, you've got more control than ever over your ERS mode, so play around with them in your MFD.
Do we? What's it? Everybody else is pitting off the hards. They're going to obviously put us up. They were on mediums though, weren't they, I think? Yeah, I maybe get tickets. Oh, for tickets for Nürburgring. And Oscar Piastri model car, that would be awesome. I've got the Lego McLarens and that. But yeah, I've got a load of little figures. My wife actually got them for me my last birthday. So I take over a whole shelf with all the little like quarter-sized die-card models, but haven't quite managed to get the whole collection yet. Slowly getting there. Some of them are just really tricky to find for some reason. And it's not even the ones you'd think that are tricky to find. I've got all the big teams. It's the Saubers and stuff like that. It is. Formula One is probably one of the worst sports to get addicted to be honest. It is ridiculously expensive. Especially when you get into all the game. Shit, I was not expecting to catch him there. That was me not fully paying attention. Right, let's quickly check. Collision. Terminal damage, so we did just crack a wall. Yeah, both of those were speeding under VSC. They would have served them, so they can't be given. He served his 10 seconds for corner cutting. What wheel are you playing? I've got the Logitech, is it the G920 because it's Xbox? So yeah, that's my wheel. Would love to upgrade at some point, but it suits me for now, you know. Oh shit. Yeah.
Mind that front wing is going to need replacing.
For Christ's sake.
Damage.
I just really was not expecting the AI to slow down that quickly then. Oh, you got the F1 add-on. Yeah, you can get some of them for the Logitech. I do want to get one at some point. I think the cheapest I've found one's like 60 quid. So I am thinking of ordering one at some point. Man, the AI is so slow. I know it's under safety car, but Jesus. Do I now... I mean, I'd still have... I wouldn't be able to serve for 10 seconds, which would be irritating. Do I put my use set of hards on? They did only do like 3 laps. And then just try run into the end. What do we think? Should I slap my old hards on and just try drive into the end, or... I don't know. And 10 seconds is a rather big inconvenience. Yeah, I don't like Baku that much, to be honest. I wasn't a fan of it being on the calendar, but I couldn't really do anything about it, unfortunately. Tonsil is lagging like mad up there. Yeah, it's going to be a race destroyer, you are correct there. It was very unfortunate, just as I unpaused from being AI under the safety car, they all sort of braked and I got heavily caught out. Ooh. I am going to box. I'm going to put my old hards on and I'm going to drive to the end and see what happens. Don't get another one. Can I serve the 10 seconds? Oh, I can! Who's your favourite F1 driver? Anybody British, really, to start with. But Hamilton will always be one of my favourite current drivers. Because I actually started watching him when he was in like Formula 2.
Right, let's go. Come on.
And
Job on the turn in
one
there.
of his...
Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Shut up. One of his races that I saw was
Pit strategy complete.
it was actually Hungary, and he span, I think it was like lap 2, ended up back of the grid, and he managed to finish the race 3rd, which is quite an achievement in, say, Formula 1 when you've got a faster car, but when it's F2 you're back of the grid, obviously behind everybody, but you're all in equal machinery. It was a phenomenal drive, and ever since then I knew he would be a world champion, so I've just sort of followed him ever since. And then he proved me right by becoming an 8/7 time world champion. Need to get these hards up to temperature. At least we managed to serve the 10 seconds under the safety car. Hamilton's unfortunately passes here. I think he is, unfortunately. I think something has eaten him up inside, unfortunately.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line.
What
Safety
is
car in this
going
lap.
on here? I get nobody wants to give him a tow down the straight, but Jesus Christ, guys, come on. Really does look like a motorway with all these cars here, doesn't it? Yeah, 21 did destroy him. I think it took more of a mental toll than anything else, and that's what finished it off for him. But you've always got to respect the fact that once he sort of composed himself and got out of the car, he still went and congratulated Max and that. Better than most. Fuck me, why are we fucking slamming on the brakes again? Jesus Christ.
Okay, clear.
I feel like fucking Hajar with bloody reflexes like that. Yeah, I am very worried with him being at Ferrari. Don't get me wrong, it would be massively iconic
Just focus on the driving.
if he won an 8th title with Ferrari. It would be something phenomenal. But I do think that Ferrari are just forever destined to be midfield now. I don't know what's the matter with them.
Charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
They are nowhere near the prancing horses they used to be. Which is a shame, because I'd love to see more than 1 or 2 teams fighting at the front. I'd love if one year we could be treated to like a free or...
Make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
I was hoping I'd have the overspeed then. We are going to have the overspeed here though. Utilise the toe as much as we can. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? It's quite unfortunate. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe the rule change will give them a bit of life. Maybe the 25's so bad because they're working on the rule change era. A little bit like Mercedes did with the big rule change in was it 2020, 21? And they just kind of abandoned the current year's car to work on the next massive rule change. The only thing I like about the rule change is the making the cars smaller, because in my opinion these cars have gotten unnecessarily big, so I'm hoping making them smaller will promote a lot more racing. Maybe you'll actually see overtakes possible at places like Monaco and that, which could be fun. But yeah, the rest of it I don't like, and yeah, making the car slower is a little bit of a disappointment. This is supposed to be the pinnacle of motorsport, you know. But there's unfortunately not much we can do, and I get why they're doing it, but it is a very sad concept to think of. Got to make the most of this year when they're just smashing like records out the park, really, haven't we? Oh, for fuck's sake.
We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Okay, the virtual safety car's been deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. There's been an incident resulting in a high level of debris on the track. Be careful.
Bloody VSCs.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I'm going to let him have it. This is single file. It was ballsy to even try it in the first place, to be honest, but it definitely is, unfortunately. There's a lot of bugs in this game that do really ruin it. And the handling model's not brilliant either, in my opinion. Apparently next year's handling is supposed to be a lot better and feel a lot better as well, which would be nice. But yeah, I've pre-ordered it too. Obviously I kind of had to, being in a league and everything, but yeah, I have pre-ordered it too. Can't believe I forgot to turn my freaking ERS on. Wondered why they managed to pull a second on me so quick. We don't hit the wall. Oh, big issues going on there. Whoa. That's gonna be naughty. It's like a race of survival at this point. Surviving the track and surviving everybody else. It's never normally this freaking dirty. So we did Jeddah on Friday, and it was I don't think there was actually a single safety car or virtual safety car. So I don't know what's got into everybody's juice today. Thank you for everyone joining. Keep it on the inside. Ooh.
Good job, nice overtake.
Ooh, no, we've gone deep. Fuck. Did not need that wing damage then. Shit, the bed.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Yeah, I just locked the wheels a little bit then. Not good at all. Knew I was going deep the moment I hit the brakes and I felt the car. Oh, it's a little bit gymkhana-y there. That corner always freaks me out. I don't know why. I have no confidence into that corner. Just, I don't know whether it's the camber of the corner or what. But it really just... Whew, feels like you're going to go into the wall every time, even though the car turns. Just doesn't feel like it's going to.
Right, a gap to the teammate ahead of us, 10.1 seconds.
I'm not even going to give you the inside this time, my friend. I'm not going to make it easy for you this time either. Although me and him are just going to be stuck tiptoeing down the frickin' dual carriageway on each other. But we could possibly use that if we keep doing it. Oh. If we can keep just trading positions down the motorway. No! Fuck! What is he playing at? Absolute melt. That is not where you fucking overtake. Honestly. I know I was freaking slow off the line, but at that point he has to just back out and cede the position. I'm sorry. I'm on the fucking inside with nowhere to go. What does he expect? There was me saying keep changing it without fucking slowing each other down.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care.
Some people, honestly, some people. Thank you for the blow and the kiss, Colour of Kaylee, thank you very much. I just saw them. Thank you for the follow, Ghost Goose. Shit. Wow, that wing damage hurts. Thank you for the follow. Christ, we're gonna have to give up position.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
We're gonna have to get a new wing. I think. Slap on a set of mediums. It's possibly going to drop us out the points, but we will have to see. I'm glad that bloody damage is on reduced, because he could have ended our freaking races then. How he didn't, to be honest. And crushing us through the castle section, honestly.
Pitting this lap then, coming to the pits at the end of this lap.
Yeah, we're gonna box, get repairs after that fucking idiot ran us through up the castle section.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds.
We should be able to run mediums. I mean, mediums were like 13 or something laps, so I think we can run them to the end. They might be feeding it a little bit by the final few laps, but I think we'll pit. Oh, he is too. He must have got wing damage from that stupid fucking attempt as well. No, he didn't get wing damage, he just pitted for tyres.
Okay, let's do it now. Oh, perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
So we come out just behind Claude Lace. Yeah, nasty driver. I'll be talking to the admins about that, trust me. Well, talking to the admins, talking to my mates, because I am the admin. And unfortunately for him, I am the FIA as well. Not that I can actually comment on my own clips, but we also put a post out before the race saying, you know, no overtaking into the castle section, it's a one-car corner. It was a stupid idea. I know he would have been pissed off going slower, but there was nowhere for me to go at that point. It's cost us a lot more than it cost him, clearly. But we are back behind this good old Sauber that we keep coming up behind. I'm going to save the ERS for now. Just let DRS do it. Hopefully he spins out. Yeah, hopefully. That'd be pleasant, wouldn't it? He must be burning to keep us behind. That's fine. Ooh, thought about it then. He left me just enough room as well. I just didn't have enough confidence on the exit. Not going to risk ending my race there, but we will get a better exit here, guys. Look at that. Oh, the good old switcheroo. That was a lovely better exit out of there. It's going to give him the DRS down the dual carriageway though, unless we can get far enough away. Try and utilise fresh tyres. So I definitely think that's what aided that overtake there, was the fresh rubber. Yeah, look at our traction as we pull away off the corner. Almost broke out of DRS. If we can just hold it out of DRS, that would be brilliant. And I think we're going to. Yeah, we broke the DRS. It is a Sauber, but these are equal cars for Sunday's races. So
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
technically,
5.0 seconds.
he's got the same car as me. On Fridays is when we do our realistic tier. And even then, Saubers are actually hard to race because the way we balance it is the faster you are, the slower the car you get. So the Sauber drivers are actually the fastest people in our league. And
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
depressingly enough, I'm generally that quick that I'm actually in a Red Bull. So, you know, lesson or insult, I can fight at the front of the grid, but only because I'm in the fastest car.
Okay,
No.
time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's
Fuck.
get it done.
Knew I would get that, Christ's sake. Alright. As long as we can keep chasing down non-stop, he's got a higher penalty than us. So we should be golden. I don't think we'll catch up to the top 6 guys anyway, but we can get a solid P7 finish here, even with 2 pit stops and 2 wing changes, thanks to unfortunate collisions. Let's see. I hate the HP logo. Yeah, it's not my favourite either, especially as they've made it even bigger on this year's current car. Hey Chunky Panda Live, how you doing? Yeah, it's not exactly the prettiest logo, is it? Just a block of white with a blue circle, but you think they could have done something a bit more with it. Oh, the Ferrari livery for Miami, yeah, it was honestly absolutely awful, that livery. Sauber and Haas, I think, are the best liveries that they've had for the one-offs. The Haas in Japan and the Sauber in Miami was just gorgeous. Ooh, how's the racing tonight? Racing's going good. The V-car was going. Yeah, racing's going good so far. Qualified in the top 10. We've had some unfortunate incidents with idiots racing, but we've managed to put ourselves back in, and we are on cue for a pretty solid P7, I think. I can't see us getting much higher, but a pretty solid P7 would not go amiss. Been a pretty good race though. Thank you very much for the popular vote. The 1 popular vote. Thank you, Chunky Panda Live. Oh, almost followed the McLaren into the pits then. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, it's been a pretty good recovery drive to be fair, because we had to pit, I think it was like lap 3 we had to pit for our first wing damage. Then we pit behind the safety car. Then we've actually had 3 pit stops this race? I actually can't remember. I think we've actually had 3 pit stops this race. And still challenging for, well, now hopefully going to be holding on to a P7.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That is a pretty good recovery drive, to be honest. Ooh. Being on these mediums is definitely a lot nicer than those hard tyres were though. I'm glad I came off of them, to be honest.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.8 seconds.
The McLaren went on softs in P9. I don't think he's making it to the end on those softs. I don't like the sound of the Ferrari in the game. Yeah, you know what? Neither do I. It's kind of the same as the Red Bull. I don't like the sound of the Red Bull either. Thank you so much for the popular votes for live, Chunky Panda. Another 10 of them, thank you. I would say the best engine sounding car, I would actually probably say is the V-Carb in this game. I'm not a massive fan of the rest of them, to be honest with you. I mean, the Aston Martin's not bad. Then that's happened to either drivers Lance Stroll or have him as a teammate, and nobody wants that. The McLaren's not awful, to be fair, but it's just, I don't know, I don't think any of them overly sound that realistic. Ooh, no. Yeah, none of them sound overly great. I just think the V-Carb's the shiniest of the turds. They're the little bits I really wish they would work on with the new game. It's like with 25, we've got 5 tracks that have been LiDAR scanned, which makes them like basically perfect replicas in game.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 13.0 seconds.
And my brain just annoyingly at that point goes, well, why only 5? At the end of the day, Formula 1, the game, you spend all of your time on track, really. You know? 5 minutes in the R&D screen and stuff like that, but apart from that, you are on track in game. So the fact they've only given us 5 perfect replicas of tracks out of like 21 tracks really irritates me. I know it's something so silly, but it's just like, well, this whole game is about tracks, you know? It'd be a little bit like if EA did it with FIFA. Like, you think of all the football stadiums there are, but in the next game they only gave you like 6 true to life realistic sized pitches, and all the rest of them would just copy and paste from last year's game. You're just like, what's the point? And instead they added in backwards racing, which sounds like a fun novelty idea, doing backwards tracks on some tracks, but I'd have much rather had 21 perfectly scanned tracks than giving us like 4 of them backwards. I love the idea, don't get me wrong, I think it would be brilliant fun for like league racing and stuff like that, but I think I'd have rather had all of the tracks perfectly, you know, millimetre to millimetre perfect than being able to drive backwards on 3 tracks. God, these rears are getting very, yeah, that right rear. Only 3 laps to go though, so it'll be fine. The tire model is ass. It's not the best. Not gonna lie. This game needs a lot of work. It really does. I know that they've apparently have improved a lot of it in 24, but it will just be one of those I'll wait to see, you know. I have 24 and 25. I tried to get in on the beta, but unfortunately didn't get in. So, but I did Yeah, but Bahrain is a tyre killer. It's the same as...
And gap to the car in front, 15.7 seconds.
I was talking, shut up. It's the same as Silverstone. Do too many laps of Silverstone, your right side tyres are dead. Which is obviously very true to life, but yeah, some tracks it does overwear them. We're not going to catch the guys ahead, but the guys behind ain't catching us either. So as long as we make no mistakes, we are locked in for a solid P7. And I think after doing possibly the most pit stops out of everybody on track, that is not a bad result in my mind. Ooh. Mercedes is P5, yeah, I know. Irritating to see, innit? Ooh, jeepers. Right, okay, that was one hell of a Gymkhana moment. I'm gonna just change the bias around a little bit. Try and take the pressure off that rear tyre. Because the last thing you want to be doing going into the castle section is sideways.
Let's go.
Mercedes is now up into P4. Irritation station right there. So I'm not. It is unfair, but unfortunately that's also racing, really, isn't it? I mean, I will be clipping it and reporting it anyway, for the FIA to look at. Because we even put a post out before the race saying that we don't overtake there. So the fact he even tried it and didn't just back out and tuck in behind is unreal, to be honest. Ooh, jeez, we are just sliding now. We got 20 seconds. It should have been disqualified. Well, unfortunately we don't have that harsh of a penalty in our league, but it definitely will be heavily discussed. I can guarantee you that. Don't worry about it, my English is awful as well. Oh, Jesus. Definitely feeling it on this rear. I would honestly not believe it was only at 30% with how much it is sliding under turning behind me. Right. Last lap. Should we? No, I'm not going to risk trying to go for a fast lap with overtake mode on, with hot lap mode on, I mean.
Final lap of the race, final lap.
Let's just bring it home. Nice and gentle as I hit the wall. Nice and gentle. Crack!
Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Fucking Gymkhana special for you. I bring you Formula 1 and drift content all on the same channel. Forrester wins it in the Merc. brilliant win, and I bet it was close up the front as well. Thank you for the likes, guys. 4,000 likes. It's brilliant work. Ooh. Ooh, no, not right now, thank you. I'll tell you what, guys, that is a solid P7 finish. I think after 3 pit stops, I want to say, 2 nose changes, so not even quick pit stops, and we still managed to bring it home P7. Look at that. What a result. What a result, guys. I'll just snap a pick of that quickly, because we need it for the... That's all good, you get some sleep and have a good birthday, buddy. Hopefully I'll catch you in my next live. Oh, how did he get driver of the day as well? Oh, that just makes me sick. Sick to my stomach, he got driver of the day. Stupid Mark. Alright, let's get all this out of the way. Oh, thank you for all of those that watched along. Thank you for the supports, the stickers, the hearts. Absolutely amazing work, guys. Thank you so much. But, oh, I've got to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Sorry, guys. But I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you all so much. If I could just find my mouse. Yeah, I will catch all of you in the next one. Thank you so much. We won't be live on Friday, so I might try and give you one early, or maybe we'll go live on Saturday, try out some different games or something. But thank you all so much for the support. Thank you for the new follows, all the stickers and the hearts, and I will catch you guys in the next live. Goodbye.